Can you tell me a little bit about Reiki energy? Do you know what Reiki is? Reiki healing energy. I've been trained in Reiki healing, and I wonder about being able to direct energy.
Well,
can you direct energy with your eyes and with your hands?
You can, but the only thing that we want to say about this, you know all you need to know about it, but we will add this clarification. The idea of directing energy smacks a little bit of asserting energy, where everything is about
attraction. That's question number 2 here.
Everything is about attraction. So a healer who has a client that is not feeling well in some way, who then asserts energy to the trouble spot, the advantage that they are giving is that in their expectation of improvement, they could influence the client to a softening of resistance. But you don't need to assert the energy, because the cells of the body of that person and the asking of that, in other words, when you're sick, you're asking for wellness in a stronger way than ever before. And the cells of the body are asking also. So a healer is not necessary to summon and direct energy. That body is summoning energy. The advantage of a healer is the soothing of the energy in order to cause the client to be more receptive to the energy that they're already asking for.
Can the healer consciously connect more than just normally with energy and say, okay, for this healing or this session, I'm going to open myself to the energies and allow myself to be a channel?
Yes, of course, but you opening yourself to be a vortex for more energy to flow is not going to solve the problem, because that person is already summoning energy that they are resisting, and your offering stronger energy is only going to make the feeling of resistance more. But you know, sometimes that sensation of energy moving that you exaggerate causes their expectation of recovery to be stronger. In other words, people expect things to hurt a little, or in other words, it must not have done any. So you go in and you have a comfortable massage, you don't expect to have a healing from it. But if somebody can really stir you up and get some energy moving, your expectation is greater. And anything that causes your expectation of recovery to be greater causes a releasing of resistance.
Well, if they're resisting that energy, can you not hold the space and hold a vibration that allows them to allow healing?
You can, but now you're stepping into the area of creating in someone else's reality. And what you really are, you see, when you're right about all of this in this sense. When you believe in their wellness, this is what Jesus did. When you believe in their wellness, even when they don't, your influence is stronger. If they're so sure that they can't be well, and they convince you that they can't be well, you're of no value to them. But if you've had enough experience in watching energy move and watching recovery that you don't let them be the hard case that they've made themselves out to be, and you hold them as your object of attention, you can affect their energy. Yes, you can.
The already healed kind of thinking.
Of course, that when someone sat before Jesus, there have been many who have done this, many like Jesus, sat before Jesus dripping their illness, he did not allow himself to see their illness. Instead, he knew their wellness, and he knew it so emphatically that he dominated the vibration for a while. That's why he said, go forth and tell no one. Because he knew if they went home and talked about it, others would say that can't be, and they would revert to the vibration that was disallowing the wellness to begin with, you see.
Along the lines of what you said earlier, if you're sending healing energy to someone, are you not asserting yourself into their environment? In other words...
Well, you are, but it's a fine line, because when you say, I'm trying to help someone's life improve, because I cannot separate my desire for their improvement. In other words, it is my desire that my children live well. It's my desire that my mate be happy. I can't separate in other words, I've been co-creating with them, and now through that co-creation, I have a desire about them. And I can't step on their toes, and we don't recommend that you make their happiness what you live or die on, because they've got a lot more to do with letting their happiness in than you'll ever have. And there have been so many very well-meaning, powerful teachers who finally commit suicide and leave a note, I just can't help those people, because they care so much about doing something that they really do not have the power to do. You have power of influence, but you cannot create in the experience of another. So you know you're there when you stop worrying about them, when you believe so much in their wellness that you feel relief, because in your vibration they are well. You see, as long as you're worrying about them, you're not where you need to be that powerful for them. And studying Reiki, it is a wonderful thing, because as you actually viscerally feel your opening or closing to the energy, it's a wonderful thing.
It is. Another question along the lines.
We want to interject there. As you apply that, the different processes, and we won't go into the detail of them, you could do it better than we do. Feel the vibrational relativity. That's what that practice is all about. It's about identifying the part of the energy that you're wanting to resonate with and insisting on bringing yourself into alignment. In other words, energy is only powerful when it is in alignment. Energies going in opposing directions are not only powerless, they are disempowering.
Yes, I've had sessions where people got ill, actually, from it.
And that's the point that we're wanting you to make. As you offer more energy than they can receive, that's why the master that our friend was talking about earlier had a stroke.
Another question along the lines of assertion. I've met people and seen TV shows, read books about people who were trapped on a cliff and felt like some entity helped them, people who were about to drown, angels helping people. How does that fit in with law of attraction and not being able to create in the life of another? How does that work?
Well, here's the thing. You have to hear, when we say ask and it is given, so how does that fit in? Ask and it is given. So
the people in those situations have asked, maybe not consciously.
They're asking big time. They're asking like they've never asked before. And their asking is superseding any doubt or belief that they've ever had, because this is it. And so for a moment, they quantum leaped.